Speaking about drugs, in George Washington, that's funny, right? You like that one. I liked it too. When I heard the story, I'm like, that's interesting. So the name of the city is George, and it's in Washington State, so it's called George Washington. And everybody knows I have an affinity to George Washington because I went to the George Washington University. We're a proper noun. Yes, we are. Go Colonials. Rock out. Hell to the buff and blue. Every year they have the Paradiso Festival. Or, people celebrate. They have great bands. Their Adventure Club being one of those bands, and people party out and have a good time, enjoy the music, enjoy the paradise at the Paradiso Festival. But this time, I think there was a little bit too music and not enough paradise. 100 people got a bad batch of ecstasy at said festival. Now, the festival does not condone or support the use of drugs, and they actually have it strictly prohibits drugs on the festival grounds. But yet still, this bad batch of ecstasy was really bad. It mixed LSD, cocaine, and meth all together to make a deadly combination of Molly, which is a street name for ecstasy. Also, the word used by Rick Ross as to why he lost his Reebok contract, but that's neither here nor there. And so these Mollies were given out to 100 people who ingested them. Of those 100, only 99 are still alive. One is dead, and the others were very, very sick and all ended up in the hospital. Now, the nurse at the time, or the head of the hospital, the nursing department, indicated that this type of drug, the combination of LSD, cocaine, and meth, or methamphetamine, results in, it really messes up your respiratory system. So you can't breathe and your heart starts to race. So the fact that you're not breathing and you're not you're not oxygenating your blood, and the fact that your heart is pumping out as much blood as it can means your body's not getting enough oxygen. Not enough oxygen means, your brain is deprived of oxygen. When your brain is deprived of oxygen, guess what? After 3 minutes, you're pretty much brain dead. After being brain dead, you're pretty much dead. So either way, this festival ended horribly for 100 people. And one individual ended in death. I.e., just say no to drugs. And if you're going to take a batch of Molly, make sure you know who's making it. And make sure it's not a mix of LSD, cocaine, and meth at once. Like, I wouldn't, even if I were a drug user, and I'm not, I wouldn't want all three of them. I just pick one. Sometimes 3 is overboard. You said, like they say, 2's a company and 3's a crowd. This situation, 3's a crowd that killed somebody. Pretty sad.